Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Thomas of Woodstock and we get to hear from King Richard II today in Act 4, Scene 3. This is a scene that started off with the flatterers having a couple of sheriffs arrested because the sheriffs were not following through with the whole blank charter plan, and the sheriffs are like, we thought that we got to govern our territories the way that we're supposed to govern them, that we choose to govern them. And they're like, no, the king needs the blank charter thing, so you're under arrest as well. And then Nimble shared that he has arrested 700 people for whistling, which might just be whispering in some cases, but he's arrested potential traitors for whistling. And the flatterers are like, great, let's go seize their lands because we can take all of their stuff. But then word makes it in through Bushy and Bagot that the Queen has died and that King Richard is not taking it very well. And King Richard comes in. The flatterers are concerned because the Duchess of Gloucester made it to King Richard, maybe not in time to see Anne before she passed, but made it to King Richard. And Richard has been going to the Duchess of Gloucester for solace and for comfort. And he's feeling guilty about the fact that he kidnapped her husband and sent him off to France, and potentially he's going to die there in France. So he very nearly spilled the beans about the kidnapping plot of Thomas, but they were able to keep him quiet by, putting him in a separate room where he still was shouting like, we gotta fix things, we gotta bring him back from France. So the flatterers are concerned that the king is going to spill the beans, and this is going to be bad news for all of them if this plot gets out. But then the king comes in, and he is in the throes of grief, and he's talking about how the queen was such a wonderful woman, and nothing will ever be good again, and nobody will ever be happy again, and this is the worst loss that has ever been seen in this kingdom. And the flatterers are like, Your Majesty, she's in a better place now. And King Richard says, despair and madness seize me. Oh, my dear friends, what loss can be compared to such a queen? Down with this house of Sheen, go, ruin all. Pull down her buildings, let her turrets fall. Forever lay it waste and desolate, that English king may never here keep court, but to all ages leave a sad report. When men shall see these ruined walls of Sheen, and sighing say, here died King Richard's queen. For which will have it wasted lime and stone, to keep a monument of Richard's moan. Oh, torturing grief! So yeah, he's not doing well. He's saying here that this is the greatest loss that anybody has ever endured, is the loss of Queen Anne, so much so that he wants to tear down the castle wherein she died so that nobody else can ever live there again, and it will just stand as a ruined monument to the loss of this queen and the grief that Richard is feeling. So maybe I don't know. You tell me. Is it merited? Is it overreacting? Is it maybe a little dramatic? But I mean, he is grieving the loss of the queen. But his flatterers are like, she's in a better place. Can you take some comfort in that she's no longer in pain? She's in heaven now. And King Richard is going to have just a smidge more to say in tomorrow's monologue. So I'll see you then for that. Mwah.